我们的开始是很长的电影，放映了3年，我票都还留着。冰上的芭蕾，脑海中还在旋转，望着你，慢慢忘记你。朦胧的时间，我们溜了多远？冰刀画的圈，圈起了谁改变？如果再重来，会不会稍显浪漫？爱是不是不开口才珍贵？再给我2分钟，让我把记忆结成冰，别融化了眼泪，你妆都花了，要我怎么记得？记得你让我忘了吧，记得你叫我忘了吧。你说你会哭，不是因为在乎。世界，我们溜了多远？冰刀画的圈，圈起了谁改变？如果再重来，会不会稍显浪漫？爱是不是不开口才珍贵？再给我2分钟，让我把记忆结成冰，别融化了眼泪，你妆都花了，要我怎么记得？记得你叫我忘了吧，记得你叫我忘了吧。你说你会哭，不是因为在乎。再给我2分钟，让我把记忆结成冰，别融化了眼泪，你妆都花了，要我怎么记得？记得你叫我忘了吧，记得你叫我忘了吧。你说你会哭，不是因为在乎。
I hope you guys enjoyed that very interesting intro. I tried to make it as cinematic and emotionally charged as possible. This was a very emotional experience for me, and I really had the time of my life doing this. And before I get into the rest of the video, I also want to do some shout outs. So Project CCG is my home. It's where I learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically, and they have locals almost every day, and I just go there every day, and I just kept playing until I was good enough to go, to compete with things on the line. And the very first regional I went to, LA Regional, I got 8th place. So, I think grinding is very important to be able to get to, a higher level of play. You can't just, play every now and then or rely just on theory. You have to play the game. And I really have Project CCG to thank for that. And Johnny is a wonderful person in charge there. And he helps me with everything. And he's sponsoring me as well. So huge thanks to Project CCG. I also want to thank Core TCG, the event runners. My first air fryer that I won there was because of Core TCG. JCS, amazing event runner. him and his team and all his staff. The amount of people he has to get, and he has to deal with, players and everything. These guys, they are what makes these events possible. And getting to know these guys is really, really important to why I commit so hard to this hobby. Because it's not just about me having fun; it's about everyone else also having fun, and I'm being inspired and doing all this stuff. I want to thank Jeff Jones for being a wonderful duelist and a deck builder. His approach to his new approach to Malice and at YCS Orlando really started me, thinking about how my deck is actually better than I thought it was. As long as you just play your deck to its strengths, I think you can really succeed. Don't try to make your deck like every other deck, especially when it isn't. So, thanks to Jeff Jones, and he's a really wonderful guy to meet at the YCS. Had him sign my Lancia. It's awesome. Dinka Bui for being a very, this whole thing with playing pet decks and playing the deck you love, and playing low ceiling decks. He really gave me the confidence to know that I could really win this thing, and I could really make a really deep run if I wanted to. If I really committed myself, you don't have to play Rizio Fiendsmith. You don't have to play Malice. Just Dinka Bui, and also Dinka Bui also invented Blackjack Lab, as I know. He did, I think it was YCS Bologna. He did really good with that. So, I'm still topping with it, years later. And thank you to Jack Zoe, also known as Omni SP. He is the one that modernized that deck, adapted that deck to current format. He has a blog on Bilibili, the Chinese, like a Chinese Twitter or something, and on there he really he's the one that brought 3 impulse, 2D barrier, and then no punishment or no IDP. You don't need these cards. You just need strong turn stoppers, and then you just grind with Labyrinth. So he was the inspiration for the current non-engine. And then shout out to the Chinese Discord for having me and being a part of it. I don't speak Chinese. I speak Chinese, but I don't speak Chinese predominantly. And so getting both sides, both worlds, English community and Chinese community was really helpful. I think I have a really unique position. Shout out to my testing partners, Samuel Yu, who is also my coach, who you'll also hear as we do sighting patterns. Lily Morawski, Sebastian Thomas Bayes, and then thank you to Rockroller, who rockroller.labyrinth.guide or something .xyz. He has a website where it teaches you the ins and outs of Labyrinth, and very helpful to everybody. And he got me a lot of German cards. This card that you saw on stream. Let's see if you'll focus. There you go. These cards, he got them for me, and he's just it's hard to source German cards, foreign cards. I don't want to pay 15% for a swap of cards that are technically cheaper. So, thank you guys. Thank you to everybody, my family, my mom, just everybody. And then lastly, my beautiful and wonderful girlfriend, Vivian. Thank you. Okay, enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Hey, it's Kai, and I have my main inside out here, and here we're going to have my coach introduce himself before we get into the side patterns.
Hey guys, I'm Samuel Yu. I was Kai's teammate for YCS Vegas. Unfortunately, we didn't make it, but for Houston, we tested a lot. I coached him, so I guess you could say I'm his coach, and we went over the sighting patterns, and I'd like to share that with you guys today.
Yeah, so the main decks that we were preparing for were
Malice, Rizal, Fiendsmith Rizal, Mitsurugi's not real.
And then Fiendsmith Malice as well, yeah. Okay, so for pure Rizal, I took out 2 Ariana, field spell for sure, 1 pot, 1 Dominus Impulse, and then 1 rollback. And then to put in, we put 3 Porelius for sure, and then 1 Fulos, and then 2 Mischief. So let's have my coach explain why.
Basically, we take a somewhat aggressive approach versus the pure Rizal deck. We want two of our power traps because we need to make Trap Trick live. And it's 4 Charmies because, one, we don't have that many good cards to side out. And the thing about going second, just going second siding in general, is that we want to minimize our dead draws if we can help it. So having the 1 Fulos allows it to just, we can do it in the draw phase, try not to get punished. And I mean, they have to respect it either way. As for the side outs, it's 1 Impulse. We keep 2 just in case we need to trap trick for it. And it's like, this card isn't that great against Pure. We do 1 rollback. This card's an okay top deck, but
you're never trap tricking for it.
Yeah, you're never trap tricking for it, so there's no point keeping 2. The field spell always goes out. You'll notice that as a pattern when we cover some of the other matchups, because again, it's not doing something actively to advance your game state.
And it's too slow. Mm-hmm. It's too slow going second.
The other thing is you'll notice we side out on X drive. We want to reduce redundancy, so we're trying not to draw X drive off X drive if we can help it. We're not trying to draw multiple. We're trying to have as many live cards in our hand as possible. Yep. And finally, Ariana. So Ariana's okay into Pure because it's a normal summon for Typhon, but the problem is we want to make our opponent's non-engine as dead as possible. So since Pure Rizal plays Effect Negation, Veiler and stuff, we want to make sure those cards aren't live versus the deck when they shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much. The plan is just to make Typhon, set cards, and then debarrier them so they can't kill you, and then you win the duel from there. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so... And then for going first, it's just these 3, Impulse, and the 2 Mischief, and 1 Errad.
All right. Basically, this card always stays versus Pure because...
It's just the good card.
You resolve this, you win the game, basically, because it's not like D-Barrier. You skip their turn twice. And they can do stuff under it, they can normal ice, special something from deck, and then get a node, get a level 4 back with node later. But it's they're not doing that through the rest of your cards. And we side Iran in going first for this because Pure Rizal has a lot more spells to rip than say Fiendsmith. They have Tachyon, and there's breaker builds running around Santoli inspired lists that are playing all these power spells, and you just want to this can resolve for 3 or 4 sometimes.
Yeah. And you can discard Mischief can be discarded.
Yeah, Mischief is a crazy discard, and we just take these out because we're never trap tricking for this going first, and it's the worst card that we can have when we're already set.
And it also doesn't prevent Exciton if they start X. Okay, so against Fiendsmith Rizal going second, it's 2 Ariana, this field spell with pots, then both rollbacks.
That should be 6, which is perfect because we are siding 6 chummies in.
Yeah, the 2 Fulos and then 2 Perulia. I don't believe Meows is good enough.
Meows can be decent versus Fiendsmith, but we don't want to draw 3 chummies in our opening hand. So 4 chummies was an okay number versus Pure, but Fiendsmith is a more aggressive deck. They can set up Caesar and Desiree, which makes our chances of losing the game even higher. So while we're not comfortable siding out some good engine like rollback, we're siding out all rollback in this case, but we just want to minimize the variance as much as possible. So these stay the same. This always goes out. Fiendsmith Rizal sometimes plays less effect negation than Pure, but we still don't want to risk having our Ariana trade for nothing basically. And these Detonator Pop Disc can be okay, but the other cards in our deck are just that much better to draw, and we need to keep Impulse because stopping Sequence, stopping Engraver, it really matters in this matchup.
Yeah, and also you can prevent Fiendsmith and Paradise when they do, you perform a first action in the main phase. They'll go first action Lacrima to summon out Requiem so they can dump the trap, which prevents your Typhon. So then Impulse as a top deck is actually not bad in that scenario.
Yeah. Exactly.
So going first against Fiendsmith Rizal is just 2 Impulse, and then Mischief goes in.
All right. Again, very similar to the Pure siding pattern, but Fiendsmith has less good cards that you can rip with Erad, and it's people aren't playing Breaker Fiendsmith Rizal. Maybe some of them are maining Slayer, but this doesn't get as much value as it like it to because Rizal you can rip Tachyons and Pots, and we're playing against Fiendsmith Rizal still, so it's not bad to have this in. You can't trap trick for it, but you were never trap tricking for it anyway.
Yeah.
And it's a very simple pattern.
Okay, so against Malice, which I played in Top Cut, it's 3 Meows, 2 Fulos, and then 3 Malice, or Lancia, obviously. And then 2 Ariana, 1 Stove.
1 field spell,
for sure.
1 rollback, 2 D-barrier.
1 rollback, and then, yeah.
Again, very aggressive siding pattern, which is a lot of the decks have very you can't let them play, which is why our side deck has 9 chummies in it. Meows and Fula kind of do the same thing. They encourage your opponent to stop and end on the Cryptor board, which again, the Cryptor board is still a problem, but it's better than letting them do the full thing. And Meows is better at making them do the Cryptor board than Fua is. Although the thing is, Chummies in this deck, the Chummy theory is that what we call inevitability. If your opponent decides to take the challenge, eventually we draw something like this. We draw like the furniture backjack.
Yeah.
So if they do take the challenge, they lose. So that's why 9 Chummies is like especially good in Labyrinth.
Yeah.
But the signing pattern is just the usual suspects. Malice isn't really known for playing effect negation like Rizel is, but you still would rather take this out because just
what are you searching off it? Yeah.
Like you're searching a trap. Like great.
Yeah. Like if you search Lady, they're just gonna banish your Lady and then you lose.
Also, the Cryptor board, if done correctly, doesn't even let you make Typhon.
Yeah.
These are going out for obvious reasons, and rollback is just all obvious.
The reason why we keep one in also is it's actually pretty good if you're getting into a state where volatility will help you push through the board. One rollback being discarded off like a top deck furniture, or if you top deck this, is actually not bad. Also, if they play Impulse and you get Impulse, this can actually kind of save you in the end. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, going first into Malice, it's just this, and then these 3, and then 1 Arias, and 1 Backjack.
And 2 barrier.
Well, yeah, obviously, so 4 cards.
Yeah, so 4 cards for 4 cards. These always go out. It's Malice. The reason these go out instead of like any other engine is that none of the traps we have here we can really afford to take out, and it's not like we're going second, so we have to keep the field spell in this case. And Malice plays Shifter and Bestials, so we just we wanted to minimize the cards that are bad because this sends to the grave for cost.
It will be like, and it's only main phase. If they shotgun Shifter, you lose. Yeah. And, also, the reason why I keep field spell in is also because if you erad, you get rid of one of your boss monsters, which you want back, and then this gets it back.
The field spell does summon it back when you activate a non-Labyrinth normal trap.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so against Blue Eyes, which I played 1 of in the bonus feature, I did 1 going second, 1-1, 1-1. So only 4 cards. And then I just put Meows in this, but in hindsight, it could have been different. So I'll let you explain.
All right, so the side outs are valid. It's the same every time. But the thing about Meows the thing about the Chummies, right, is that they're all decent versus Blue Eyes. But chaining Meows to Spirit is like a little worse because you let them get to Mausoleum. Like doing Foolus on like say a normal summon encourages to not make Spirit. And getting Mausoleum out of your deck can be somewhat of a hindrance because that opens up something like Mausoleum dump Blue Eyes, and then like say they opened Roar already, and then like it just opens up more possibilities under Meows that they would be possible if you had Foolos them,
so you would
or maybe
3?
even Prulia. I would Foolos them, and I would probably Prulia them 2 as well.
And then so what comes after?
As for the additional side out, it's really just
this, huh?
your favorite flavor of Extrav or Ariana. Yeah. Again, this is not bad. I'm not saying this is bad at all.
Yeah, this is like guaranteed like 1 draw if you want to just play Lord to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. All the Chummies are fine.
Yeah. So against Blue Eyes, I just take out 1 of this and then 1 of this. This is just to hit so they actually have a lot of spells. And Backjack is usually for decks where you want more to do more, but Blue Eyes it's pretty easy to stop Blue Eyes. So just taking out 1 of this and then just hitting their non-engine, because that's what I'm afraid of more, is pretty important. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. And these don't go in because like the important cards are level 1, and Blue Eyes comes out of the deck or the grave every time. So there's not really much else you could do. It's not like there's not much freedom anyway.
Yeah, Blue Eyes is not that great going second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Okay, Sam, what did you think was about the meta going into Houston?
After sort of the Pure Risel's breakout performance at Vegas, it was expected that it would be the best deck going into Houston. However, a lot of people wrote off Malice for Vegas because they just saw 7th Tachyon, they saw Concerts Lines, and they're like, all right, the deck's dead, we're not playing it. However, Malice did perform beyond expectations in Vegas Top Cut, so we did have to respect it going into this event. Yeah. So the way our deck is set up is that no matter what we draw, we should have something for every matchup. Because if you've noticed from the feature matches that we played, this deck is Daruma Turbo. Like these are here to be Silver Bullets, because like Rizel was what we thought was the more threatening deck, but in general, the deck is Daruma Turbo. You have 6 copies of it, and you have ways to get to it on turn 0. We think the way other people build Lab gives it such a bad rap because you need to
imperm.
Yeah, you cannot play this deck like a traditional deck. You can't play traditional hand traps like imperm and stuff. You have to you have 5 cards. You have to make sure you get the most value out of those 5 cards, because every individual card in your hand does so much less than every other deck. But the sum of a whole can come together, and especially this is Lab's format. I'm just gonna say right now, this was Lab's format, and with the Forbidden and Limited lists, I would say it does get worse. The meta gets wider. You can't focus as much on these targeted targeted hate for the top decks as you could for Houston, which is why we built the list the way we did.
Yeah, so I thought Malice was the best deck in Swiss for sure, because of just, that deck has Shifter, and I also thought that the deck that beats Malice was going to be Ryzeal and Top Hat, which was the case, and there were like 2 Pures, and so this deck is a really good matchup into Pure, so I'm glad I have like a lot of targeted hate for that. Yeah, so I think this deck would have done really well had we gone further into the top cuts, and yeah. Thank you, Sam, for being my coach.
All right.
And testing.
Yeah, always a pleasure. I'm very happy. Another one of my students made top 32 at this event. Shout out Juan. Yeah, I'm really happy with how everyone performed. Like, these guys, they're my close friends, so I was like always happy to help.
And is it true that Juan only picked up Malice like 1 or 2 weeks before the event?
That is true. Juan picked up Malice 2 weeks before the event, and I basically did all of his prep for him. He called me the night before the event. He said, how do I do Dormouse? And I'm like, okay, this is how you do Dormouse? And he calls me on my phone round 7, and he's like, yo, I just did the combo. It was so fire. And I'm like, yeah, I'm proud of you, Juan.
Yeah, very proud of you. Yeah, getting top 32 with only picking the deck like a week before is like crazy.
Very proud of him.
You did a really good job prepping him, yeah. And do you do coaching?
I do coaching. I won the last LA Regional with Malice, also having picked up that deck 2 weeks before I played it. And I'm really passionate about helping other people improve. It doesn't have to be Malice, it can be anything. I really do enjoy sort of taking a look at the format like this, analyzing card choices, and making sure that any given deck is the best it can be given the circumstances.
Yeah, and what are you focusing on right now? Is it Post-Alliance Insight?
Post-Alliance Insight, there's not too many, I don't think there's a single big event in this like sort of in-between format.
Yeah.
And Malice, which is what I specialize in, is I think projected to be the best deck for Alliance Insight. We have a YouTube channel. We will put it in the description of this video. I have a Twitter, I have a Discord. You can reach out to me and Kai. I think, that's about it.
Yeah. All right, thank you guys.
All right, thank you.
Welcome back to the ASMR portion. Now you can just relax and just enjoy the rest of the video and maybe fall asleep to just some ASMR sounds. So what am I going to do ASMR with? Well, I have some props. So for top, is this top 16? Oh, let's do the top 32. Hold on. This is what everyone gets for top 32. You get a mat. I got the, what is this? Another verse mat. It's very beautiful. I wonder if I'll ever sell this, because this is actually quite nice. Maybe I'll sign it and sell it or someone. Maybe for charity or something. Oh. Alright, let's try to make some sounds with this. It's very like velvety. How does that sound? Maybe it's not loud enough. Let's do some tapping. And so actually, 1 week before this YCS, I'm a videographer, so I bought these very expensive Sennheiser headphones for this, kind of knowing that I would somehow do well. Honestly, it was my last chance, and I guess I manifested it into reality. But these are the top 16 sleeves that they give you. They initially give you some sleeves to play with. But then once you get into top 16 or top 8, I don't know, but they give you sleeves. And these are the ones you take home. So here's some crinkling. Oops, here's some crinkling sound. It's pretty nice. Nice sound. You know, I've always watched ASMR. I never knew I'd be doing it. You know, I think I just never had the really good equipment and the audience to do it. I'm a big fan of JoJo's ASMR. Do you guys know JoJo ASMR plays Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, he's actually quite good too. So, JoJo ASMR, please hit me up. I will fly to you. Maybe you can fly to me, and then we can do like an ASMR duel. We'll like go by the play-by-play and have both our like perspectives, and then record it in like ASMR, and then we'll declare our chain links in ASMR. It'd be so nice. Yeah, please hit me up, please. It'd be the most entertaining thing ever. JoJo ASMR right now looks like, kind of looks like Fujikaze, the singer, because he's got like long hair and a beard now. It's quite interesting. He did a rebrand recently to like White Noise, I think. Got a new studio and stuff. I wish I had a studio. This is my garage. I mean, I just have a black backdrop. That's it. Okay, so this is the top. Will it focus? I don't know, but it's the top 8 or top 16 dice. In here we got 4 YCS dice. I mean, I wish I could show you. I'm not good with this, but I don't know what material this is. It looks like it's brass or something. Quite nice. Will I ever use these? I have some really nice pearl dice that I really like, but this is pretty nice too. You know, what's funny is I won every single die roll on stream. That's kind of insane, right? I mean, I really am a high roller. I mean, I don't think I needed to win dice roll, but it helped a lot, I'm sure, because I drew like tons of traps. If I just drew like actual interruption, I could actually win going second. Shall we roll one of these dice and see what we get? I'll roll once for you and once for me. 2 die high roll. So first one's for me, I guess. 3, 2, 1. It's you can't see. I got an 8. It's a 5 and a 3. Your turn. Just tell me when to stop, I guess. Okay, let's stop. What did you get? I rolled higher than you. Got 6 and a 2. I got 8. You know what? 8 is my favorite number. Like, my favorite number for sure. Because in Chinese, it means prosperity, flourishing. And yeah, it's my favorite number of all time, 8. If I could do anything in 8s, I would do it in 8s. Like pile shuffle. Make sure my deck is 40 cards because it's divisible by 8. I mean, it's like almost superstitious, but you know, I think there's some kind of magic going on. Yeah, so this is a very, very, very nice case. Very high quality. I can see why a lot of people would want this. Okay, and then my last top 8. Oh wait, I got a really big one, guys. This is the top 16 frame that I got. It's Supreme Darkness, I believe. Supreme Darkness frame with all the ultra rares. Let me know which sounds you guys like, actually. I was on the plane and I was sitting next to this guy, And he said, "What the hell is that?" Or I said, "I have something really big, like a frame." They're like, "Oh, is that a family picture?" No, it was this. And very nice guys. They saw me in my costume because this is all I could bring. You know, I had a backpack with me. I didn't have any checked baggage or anything. So, yeah. Yeah, we got one last one, guys. It's the top 8 Steam Deck. Now, it's just a box. There's no branding on it whatsoever. But I wrote on there, top 8 Steam Deck Kai Har. And we're going to open this thing. It's a nice cardboard sound. It's just cardboard. Okay, I'm gonna open it now. Get a pair of scissors here. Cut open the tape. I'm holding it in a very like weird way. It's just because I have to do this standing. There we go. What is in there? Whoa, look at that. You see that? It's very shiny and glossy. Oh, that's just, this is the Steam Deck. There's another packaging, I think. Go ahead and open this. Oh yeah, I gotta mention, Jeff Jones is a really nice guy. Like, I went up to him and I told him how much I liked his like videos. He's a very, very, very nice person to talk to. You know, some pro players, you know, they're, I don't know, probably introverted or something. They don't like to talk. And they're like, yeah, sure, go ahead, move on. But, you know, Jeff Jones is a very, I don't know if he's extroverted or what, or he's just a nice person in general. He was really down to just like, you know, talk for a while. You know, just stood out to me. Had him signed some Lancias. I hope I can use those. Yeah, I wonder what the Malice representation is going to look like, actually. Because, I mean, will Lancia even be good? Because Malice is going to now splash multiple other engines. And so Lancia is going to be, like, kind of bad. But Striker Malice might be popular. So I just opened the box. Inside is our Steam Deck. I don't play games, you guys. I might play, like, Master Duel on this. I hope I don't drop this. I mean, this is quite big and heavy. Yeah, it looks like this. Quite nice. Focus, thank you. Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Let's do some button presses and tapping. Trigger. Each of the sounds kind of has like a different melody or tone to it. I think this is a trackpad. You guys, I don't know anything about games. I don't know anything about consoles, you know. I had a Switch, or I have a Switch. I never use it though. Maybe I'll, yeah, so that's Master Duel maybe. Is this touchscreen? I hope it is. It's kind of cool. Should I turn it on? I mean, I wonder if it has power. Maybe I shouldn't turn it on. I mean, it's gonna make sound, isn't it? Oh, it seems like it doesn't have power, so. Oh, it does. It just lit up, but the boot up is taking a while. It's just still a back screen. Is that gonna change? I wonder. Anyways, there's one more box. I'm pretty sure that's the charger though, so let's not even bother with that. Yeah. Oh, this is cool. Look. So it's not on. Okay, showing something, but you know when you put your hand on this trackpad thing, look at the sound that it makes. It has like this very haptic thing. That's very nice. Let's see the other side. Oh, it's not doing it. Is it out of power? Oh, it's out of power. I have to charge it, obviously, guys. That's very funny. I turned it on for a split second and I was doing some really cool stuff. Yeah, Steam Deck. You win a Steam Deck, I guess. Quite nice. Wait, what? It turned on again. What's going on? And it's full battery. Okay. Well, I'm not going to put my Wi-Fi with you guys here. I mean, there's no point in doing that. But the ergonomics are quite nice. You know, I'm holding this quite sturdy. It's sturdy and big and nice. I mean, look at this. It's kind of cool. Quite swift and quite fast, too. I heard you can connect this to a PC. I mean, I don't have a gaming PC, but it's good enough. Yeah. I'm going to enjoy editing this video. I hope it sounds good. My first ASMR video ever. Maybe I'll do more if you guys really like it. We'll do like cards, like shuffling cards in my hand or something. But how are you guys doing? What are you guys gonna play from the new format? I think I'm just gonna play Lab until, you know, I was thinking of playing K9 because that deck is very similar to Lab. It has this toolbox of things you can do going second with 2-card combos. But the problem with that is you don't have too many 2-card combo cards unless they print more. So I think that deck would only really become better once there's more support. Dragon Tail is sort of similar, but it does different things. It's more like linear in what it can do. I mean, it depends on what cards you're fusing with, but those cards, they're usually bricks half the time if you're trying to do like really crazy stuff. So I do like the art I think I like Dragon Tail's art more than I do K9, but K9 also has very nice art. You know, I was thinking maybe I cosplay as Lupus, the big white-haired guy. I mean, he seems kind of cool, like a wolf kind of character. I'll just wear like wolf ears or something. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. Have a good night. Good night. おやすみなさい.